you can see, like I said, that depth is 200 to 2000 meter. It means I said that this zone can be under mesopelagic and bathypelagic. जहाँ पे आप देखेंगे that some animals are like twilight and all. You know that. In this zone there will be, I said that, red mud. जो आप minerals देखेंगे, red mud, blue mud, green mud. This kind of what, different kind of deposits of minerals, and then Japan and USA is highly exploiting this zone. It is in a continental slope. Along the continental slope you can be able to see red mud, blue mud, and which are the mud I said that? Green mud. Understood? जो हम लोग ओशियानिक डिपॉजिट्स की क्लास में देखेंगे. And continental slopes. Shall I remove this? At passive continental margin, slope is gentle, or we can say 5 degree to 15 degree. But at active continental margin, it will be 25 to 45 degree, even it can reach up to 55 degree. Understood? Even it can reach up to 55 degree. So the continental slope is different at which point? At which point? Active and continental, दोनों में क्या है? Difference काफी है. So where there will be more deposition of muds? In the passive itself. And you know that this one I said that this continental slope, and this is an abyssal plain. This is then a what? End of continent. This is an end of continent. So continental part which is submerged within the ocean, which are the parts which are submerged within the ocean? Continental shelf, and these are only submerged within the ocean, but part of continent, and this is an original ocean. Understood? So I said that transition zone of, I said, continental slope and abyssal plain act as a boundary between continent and ocean. Continent and act as a boundary between continent and ocean. Clear? Shelf, slope. So this is the zone. In the continental shelf, if will come, there is a what? Submarine canyons. What is there? From shelf to slope, there is a submarine canyons are forming. You can see like this is the shelf, this is the slope. ये बाद में हम देखेंगे. ये कैसा zone है? Shelf, slope, and this is in a trench, and this is an active continental margin. You know that the deposition of sediments, कहाँ पे deposition हो रहा sediments? At the shelf, rivers broad deposition of sediments are there, and when this deposited sediment due to some geological activity started moving down, so they started what is in a cutting the what? It cuts which one? Shelf till the slope, shelf till the slope, and it becomes in a large I-shaped valley that is known as a submarine canyon. Submarine. So ये कहाँ से कहाँ तक बन रहा है? Starting from shelf to the what? Slope. I said that submarine canyon. So the important point is what? deposited sediment by the river in continental shelf. Clear? And how much it is? Trillion tons. Clear? How much it is? Deposited sediments by the river in continental shelf, in the नहीं बोलो, along the continental shelf, along continental shelf. अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? Geological activity. What happened? Geological activity. Because of this geological activity, this some kind of tremor and all, and then this deposited sediments started what? Moving down along the continental shelf. Moving down, sediment started moving down along the continental slope with a speed of 40 to 80 km per hour. What is the speed? 40 to 80 km per hour. सोचो कि इतना ज्यादा मास, those high mass started moving downward, और जैसे ये नीचे करेगा तो यहाँ के पानी को नीचे दबाएगा, and this water will come up, it becomes also tsunami, जो मैं आप लोगों को tsunami में बताता हूँ in the geomorphology. So this is known as a submarine landslide. So this is the sediment started moving down along the continental shelf with a speed of 40 to 80 km per hour, and that is known as a turbidity current. That is known as this turbidity current erode I-shaped valley from continental shelf to continental slope. Continental shelf to continental shelf to, and this is known as submarine canyon. Submarine canyon. Clear? So the submarine canyon has been developed from the shelf to slope. Is it okay? And if we see that this submarine canyons, deposition of sediment. Now I said that deposition of sediments between, कहाँ हो रहा है? Where the deposition of sediment is taking place? Deposition of sediment कहाँ हो रहा है? It is happening between transition zone between slope and abyssal plain. Deposition of sediments between continental slope and abyssal plain. Understood? In the form of abyssal fan. Which fan? Fan shape में. It is in a which shape? If you are able to see the deposition of sediments. This deposition of sediment is taken from slope to abyssal plain. This is clear. And you can see, like I said, that so many submarine canyons. If I am talking about Columbia River in USA, Colorado River in USA, Hudson River in USA, several rivers, South Francisco River in USA, Congo River in Africa, Indus River that you know in the Pakistan, and Ganges river in India, several other rivers are making submarine canyons. Understood? And this is the way that you are able to see this turbidity current is moving, and it is what? Deposition of sediments. And then it is slowly coming and cutting it, and it becomes, and then you can say that यहाँ पे who is depositing? This is Bengal, this side is Arabian Sea, and Arabian Sea में Indus alluvial fan or abyssal fan is forming. Alluvial fan बोल रहा हूँ मैं, abyssal fan. Understood it? इसका मतलब कि और यही जब नीचे आता है तो it causes also tsunami. So this region can also tsunami because of this submarine landslide. And coalescence of such fan creates continental rise. तो continental rise कैसे बनता है? Yes, how do the continental rise come into existence? Yes, you can be able to see this is in a continental rise, and how it is coming? It is forming when the deposition of sediments is coming from shelf to the slope and depositing between slope and, तो ये कोई continental hard plate नहीं, it is not an hard kind of it, deposition of sediments. Understood it? So the continental rise formation समझ में आ गया, along with the submarine canyon. Along with the submarine canyon. Understood it? तो ये क्या अभी दिखाया नहीं, यहां नहीं बन रहा अभी. कोस्ट के अलोंग कुछ भी डिपोजिशन ऑफ सेडिमेंट आज से नहीं, थोड़े से रिवर्स, आज so many years it is happening. कुछ ना कुछ smaller, what is an oceanic waves are cutting and then depositing the shelf, cutting and depositing the shelf. Materials are not only in the shelf coming from the, I said that rivers, they are coming by the marine animals, they are dying and all. So many sediments, meteoric falls are there. So only one sediment is not there, na? But the river deposit sediment जहाँ होता है, that becomes comparatively larger. Clear? And all these sediments along the coast, they used to come and deposit. लेकिन हर जगह सबमरीन कैनियन भी नहीं बनता है. Where there is a very large deposits are there, there will be a formation of submarine canyon. So only submarine, it is also a abyssal flame, but there is no submarine canyon. Understood it? So there is some amount of deposits from the, what is in a coastal region होते रहता है. So collation of such fans create what? Continental rise. The continental rise is in a kind of depositional feature. Continental rise is in a kind of what? It is depositional feature and lying between continental slope and abyssal plane, and इसकी slope जो होती है, that slope is less than 0.5 degree, similar to shelf. इसके slope जो angle होता है, and depth 2000 meter to 5000 meter तक its depth can be. Its depth can be 2000 meter to 5000 meter. Clear? And यहाँ पर this is coming under which? Mesopelagic. Yes, 1000 to 4000 meter. Sorry मैं बोल रहा हूँ bathypelagic 1000 to 4000 meter, and 4000 meter के नीचे क्या था? Abyssopelagic, bathypelagic, abyssopelagic and hadapelagic. The hadapelagic below 6000. So some portion यहाँ पर आप ये भी लिख सकते हो, it comes under abyssopelagic and bathypelagic. Bathypelagic 1000 to 4000 में रहता है, and then 4000 to 6000 is abysso, bathy and abyssopelagic. Shall I remove? So we have seen continental rise. Now we can be able to see, क्या मैंने बोला? Abyssal plain or deep sea plain. So abyssal plain, this ocean floor, this bottom of this one, ocean floor, this is now purely made up of what? Ocean. It is not a continental. अभी तक आपने जितने भी फीचर देखे, these are continental in nature, but it is subducted below what? Ocean. Understood it? And it is completely in ocean. Abyssal plain is the only feature in all the four. It is what? Oceanic. Okay, क्योंकि continental self slope and continental rise. Continental rise has been also formed by the deposition sediments brought from the continent. It is completely oceanic, and it lies below 5000 meter. Understood? Understood it? And it is completely flat plain. और इसमें क्या क्या फीचर मिलेगा? Mid oceanic rise and rise, and then mid oceanic rise and rise देखेंगे. मैं बोलूंगा फास्टेस्ट मॉडरेट